was hoping to steal the red, but now he's gonna simply back out, I think, and actually gank the mid lane.
Wow, and Spear here going
yeah.
for the straight up rotations, and you don't really what do you call this? You don't really do that as a Graves because you prioritize your farm more than sabihin natin than a Lee Sin.
Yeah.
Kasi in terms of being this mobile champion that actually goes in and out, that can actually rotate successfully, you don't have your stunts. You only have a slow.
Yeah.
You only have a skill, the smoke screen, to cause nearsightedness dun sa kalaban mo. And yeah, I mean, for the Graves, sobrang importante. Sobrang imperative na makuha niya agad dito yung level 6 niya. At the same time, extra farm.
Yeah, very true, very true. Although usually, no, when you use a Graves in the jungle, you also actually really like to counter jungle because of how quickly you can farm. Usually, you can get away with taking a camp or two from the enemy team. But of course, we know na since napakalakas nga ng Lee Sin during the early game, he's definitely one of the most difficult to take camps away from in the game. But we did see him a try. Sadly, he wasn't able to get that red buff from earlier, and so we will be seeing things just return to standard. But the lanes, I think, would be the most interesting here kasi gaya na sinabi natin, IPT, they had such a dominant game, and if they win this game again, ISC are pretty much out of the playoffs already, and it will be IPT facing TNC, who are waiting in the next match. But if ISC can win this game, they can extend this, to a full best of 3, and maybe we can find some hope for the very new Iloilo team here.
Pero nagkaroon ng aggression doon sa may baba, and I do think magkakaroon tayo ng onting kills, and at the same time on the middle lane, it's going to be the Urgot getting taken down by that Akali. Irelia actually winning top side as well.
Trade kills from top and mid, and that's what I was talking about. When you look at champions like Akali, like the Irelia, like the Urgot, there's just so much lane action, and the laners trying to get an advantage over the other. That's actually 2 deaths already onto the Urgot, and that's definitely not good news, especially if the opponent is Akali. Kasi especially for League of Legends players, alam na natin lahat kung gaano kalakas yung Akali. People hate this champion, especially in solo queue, almost always banned, and when she gets a small lead, she really tends to snowball. So things not looking so good for the opponent here, si Urgot, but things definitely looking good for Light on this Akali.
At the same time, parang amplifier, if you think about it, dito sa may bottom lane, wala masyadong action na nangyayari. And it seems to me that yung dapat aggressive na composition dito, which is the Lucian and the Morgana, sila yung pinupush out dito ni Sivir at ni Braum.
Yeah, actually, napalakas din na duo kasi, ng Sivir and the Braum when you think about it. The Sivir doesn't even need to necessarily reach the Lucian. As long as you can ricochet, you can actually still deal damage to the Lucian. And of course, the wave clear of Sivir is always there. So it can be quite difficult, especially with Braum always shielding the damage coming from the Lucian. It can be difficult to take the Sivir down. My spell shield pa yung Sivir, so she really can negate a lot of the spells that Lucian has. Actually, Shinbu, may tanong siya kanina kung ano yung tawag sa combo ng Lee Sin tsaka
ano nga ba?
Urgot.
Alam ko ikaw sumagot nito kanina eh.
Sabi ko,
bigay mo kay Shinbu.
Pili ko, ang tawag doon foot-to-mouth disease.
Foot-to-mouth disease.
Lee Sin
so,
to Urgot.
Shinbu, parang ramdam ko, dapat i-comment mo si amplifier doon eh.
Foot-to-mouth disease sa tawag doon. Pangit-pangit pa naman ni Urgot. So, feeling ko sakto-sakto yun. Actually, ngayon mukha siyang astig.
Yung Urgot ngayon mukhang king crab eh. Mukha siyang lobster ngayon. Pero okay lang yan. Nasa tamang init lang naman tayo. But etong game na to, compared dun sa first game natin, hindi siya gaano ka-action ha. Pero nagkakaroon ng hulihan dito. Uy! Shadow going in! Trying to stun this Ivan! And Ivan will go down. Kanji, mga kaibigan, nahuli dun sa may gitna. They won't force it out. Pero Lucian, in the middle of everything, he's trying to take down Shadow. And Shadow dito, tumatakbo. Kinagat, mga kaibigan. And Urgot will get that kill.
1-for-1 exchange between both teams. So Akali, sobra sakto yun. She was able to use the Shroud to get away from the Lee Sin there. Able to get a kill. And keep in mind, siya talaga yung gustong snowball ng IPT. Akali getting these several kills will just be able to really snowball the game. I think she's 2-0-1 or 2-1-1 right now. Yeah, 2-0-1. So definitely those 2 kills will help. And Akali really looking to be in a good place. Although still, nice return kill. I think the Urgot was the one who secured that other kill in the mid lane. So he will be able to benefit from that. Maybe face off against this Akali a bit better in the mid lane.
Pero kung iisipin mo dito, parang amplifier, if you look at the items of the Lee Sin dito, nakita na rin naman ng mga kalaban nila to. Hindi niya tinuloy yung tracking knife niya agad. He went for the Hunter's, what they call, Hunter's Talisman, then the Hunter Knife, if I'm not mistaken. And he didn't really, alam mo yun, hindi niya binuo yun agad.
Oh, wait. This is another gank. The Shroud, keeping Light safe, but will he get away? There's no flash, I think, and there's the kick. Nice combo there, and they're able to shut down. That's actually pretty big now, especially going onto Sayonara with the shutdown gold. He might be able, because that's the thing about Lee Sin, when you look at the Lee Sin player, means actually nagkakamali sa solo queue, because you think as long as you have a lead on the Lee Sin, you're already in advantage. What you want to do with the Lee Sin is to get these advantages and then turn them into advantages for your team. So hopefully we see a lot of ganks from Sayonara to enable, especially this Lucian. Kasi nakikita natin sa minimap here at bot lane, they're constantly getting shoved in to their bot lane, and Sayonara doesn't seem to be responding to this. So I think they need to be punishing somehow this bot lane instead of giving them this continuous lead. There's a 10 CS lead right now on the server. I think Lucian would like to even that out sometime soon.
And at the same time, parang amplifier dito, if you would think about it, Spear dito, we haven't really seen him for a long time in a lane. He's just rotating, just farming it out. And ito yung pinaka-problema ngayon ni Sayonara. He only has one successful gank as of now. Well, probably two. Siguro may one assist siya dito, and he got one kill kanina on the middle lane. Problem is, si Spear hindi siya ganun ka-mobile, pero in terms of items, medyo...
Tsaka masakit din siya.
Masakit din talaga siya. I mean, they're lacking mobility, but at the same time, not in the item department, and you know that there is hell to pay. Mamaya, if ever man si Crazy to nagsimula na din ang aggression niya.
Yeah, even though Akali has a slight lead in the mid lane, ISC is still definitely in this game. I believe the gold lead shouldn't be too huge yet. So there's still a chance for them. Also, still no turrets taken down. So medyo matagal-tagal pa ata yung laning phase natin here in this game. But I think we will start to see roaming. Akali getting a kill onto the Urgot. That was Morgana, actually, si Imed trying to save the Urgot, but he still goes down. And nakakatakot ito, considering that Akali didn't even receive support from the jungle and gets a solo kill onto Urgot. Things not looking good.
Okay, pero nagkakaroon ng konting bakbakan dito sa may baba ng middle lane. Shadow is the target, but he will get away. At andito, the counter initiation coming up from Spear, and Spear is more than he can chew. He does have the damage, but not the resistance.
Oh my god, and the Sivir getting another kill. The Q missing, but Spell Shield was there anyway to catch it. There's gonna be the bind. Will he survive? Yes, he will. Nako, napakatapan ni Marky. He knows the Marky. There's the combo. There's the Q. Shadow helps him to get the kill. That's gonna be a 1-for-1. Sivir almost getting the kill, pero grabe. Grabe yun.
Hindi tinamaan Sayonara nung pagbalik ng boomerang. And that could have been another kill on the belt of Sivir dito. But at least, kahit papano, you're not giving the, alam mo yun, the easy kills for the Sivir. You're making her pay for it. You're not letting her snowball. And I think for the side of ISC, that is the way. That is your way to win this game.
Yeah, I think that was also Marky just being a bit over-aggressive there. We saw na medyo mababa na yung HP ng support niya. And si Light here was actually quite far away still from the gank. Although luckily, nakakatch up siya and she got the revenge kill. But especially when you're considering a Lee Sin who could possibly have his ult, that's definitely not someone you want to 1v1. So have to be a bit careful there. I think this is a gank onto Light again. They're focusing. There goes Fear Beyond Death, and that's going to be the shutdown. Spear trying to respond. Will he help get the kill? There's the stopwatch, actually.
They might actually go for the kill here. And Braum using that wall to stop the aggression dito para kay Spear. Pero Spear just staying there. The snare and the Q from Lee Sin will actually miss. Pero Spear dito nahuli, but he will still get away with it.
Yeah, just trying to bait them in, I think, for the tower fight. Oh! The kick, but
ang dami nilang ginagamit
my gosh, barely goes down.
Ang dami nilang ginagamit na research dito, pero nahuli siya, mga kaibigan. Nung mga bola-bola na binabato dito, pero nandun sa may gitna ng lahat, Sayonara will fall down. Nag-bounce lang yung glaives dito ni Marky, and Marky trying to get more. Boomerang is there. A double kill for Marky, and Urgot will get those 2 kills dito on Braum and kay Sivir.
I think that was the 3-2 exchange, and the thing is, that's 2 kills to Marky, but 3 over to Urgot there. So they're really giving a lot of kills. That's a 4-3-2 now on the Urgot, who earlier didn't even have any kills to begin with.
Yeah.
So the Urgot started to get scarier here. And I think that was a much needed gank at mid. Patungo kay Light doon, no? Kasi we were seeing Light, medyo hindi siya napapunish for the solo kills. But it was a good call from ISC. 3-man gank, focus down the Akali.
Enemy slain here.
Oh.
Aurelia will take down that Sion, but Sion thinks otherwise. Yung espiritu niya, sabi niya, hindi makukontento hanggang di siya nakakapatay. Akali going in, pero Morgana will punish him. At yun talaga I mean, if you would go 2v1, technically, you're asking, that is a death wish. I mean, some people pull off those 2v1s perfectly, but I don't really think na ito yung oras talaga ng Akali para mag-try ng mga ganong pick-offs.
I was gonna say, hindi pa yun yung time, no? Medyo in-overestimate ata ni Light yung damage potential niya dun. If anyone could pull off a tower dive, you can definitely count on Akali, but she has to have the damage to pull it off.
But now, the TP coming out here, and let us see kung ano mangyayari dito. Sayonara, nasa gitna siya ng lahat dito. Pero Marsh, just going in for that Brom. Brom trying to run away as fast as he can. He's just way too tanky. Hindi na nila ipipili ito. Unless mahuli siya ni Sayonara dito.
Yeah, and Sayonara really trying to get things on now.
Pero
we see him consistently in the lane.
Gustong-gusto talaga nila dito, mga kaibigan, huliin to yung Shadow. Pero Shadow, using that wall to get out. Nagkakasahan dito, pero hinatak siya. Malayo, he just needed the extra vision.
He just needed the Lee Sin to help him bring the HP down to 25%, and then you can use the ult again. So another kill there, and like I was saying kanina, no, sobrang active na ni Sayonara sa mapa. He's really trying to secure the kills and the objectives. I believe they were the ones who got first tower at bot lane, and now they're going to be getting the first Drake of the game.
Ito yung sinasabi natin, na kapag ka hindi limited yung jungler dito, ni Sayonara, I think yung potential niya to carry the game is higher.
Yeah, exactly.
But right now, they need to be careful. IPT dito, kahit sabihin nating behind sila ngayon, sa totoo lang, I think the comeback potential from IPT is way too high. Graves, Sivir, what else?
Yeah.
Akali,
lalo na yung Akali.
Scaling, you wouldn't want that.
Yeah, exactly. And gaya na sinabi ng panel natin kanina, no, when you look at the two compositions of IPT and IC, as we scale to the late game, IPT, I think we would lean to them towards the late game, especially since they have tanks to protect the Sivir, the Akali, and the Graves, unlike ISC, who just kind of wants to win lane and go 1v1. But now we're seeing a clash here.
Initiation, Sion just bursting in, just want to take down someone, and they take down the Urgot. And I don't really think nalalaban dito ang ISC kapag wala yung Urgot nila.
Yeah, and we can see, no, on the map, ISC's map is actually quite dark. Wala sila masyadong ward, so I don't think they saw the gank coming. And so si Urgot medyo naka-overextend siya sa mid lane.
Yeah, and you know that is the control coming out here for the side of IPT, and they will be using this Rift Herald to push down the turrets, and let us see kung mapaprotektahan pa nila to for one more ram.
Wow,
dito
they will.
Sa ating tower and half-life.
So close. So they were almost able to take it down. There's going to be the calling, but won't be able to finish Shadows. So they're just going to be backing out now. There's going to be the ult just for the extra safety. And makaka-back out naman yung IPT. Grabe, lapit na mamatay yung Rift Herald, but he was still able to get the damage onto that mid-tier 2 tower. So still a very worth it objective for IPT.
Tumataas yung potential na kailangan or yung mga bagay na kailangan gawin ni Sayonara as the game progresses. Kasi kailangan niya lagi hanapin yung best possible target. Kung sino ba talaga yung makapag-deal ng mas mataas na damage and go for that pick. Pero nahuli na si Sivir dito. Sivir is the next target. Light, naipit din sa lahat. And Sayonara, ISC. With the plays coming out from Sayonara, sobrang Gucci.
Beautiful delivery there from Lee Sin. Despite Sivir having a spell shield, nahanap pa rin niya yung perfect timing na ma-deliver si Sivir into the enemy team. That's exactly what ISC need to do. They need to get this game going. Feed your laners, feed the Aurelia, feed the Urgot, and feed the Lucian. And now, they're knocking onto this mid-tier 2.
And just using the smoke screen and that concussive blow mark, just to, alam mo yun, parang sinasabi lang nila, subukan nyo harasin yung tower namin. Papasok talaga kami. Pero sa totoo lang, nananakot lang talaga sila. Tamang takot lang. And look at that, the ward coming out here from that Graves, just trying to regain control of the map.
Yeah.
Alam naman natin, after you lose one clash or one skirmish, that means you lose that part of the map. But alam mo, si Sayonara dito, nakakagulo talaga eh. Kumbaga, kung saan siya lumalabas dito eh.
And yun yung importante for ISC. I think for their composition, napakalayo din ang effect ng map control. Kasi kung titignan mo yung composition nila, no, if Irelia and Urgot can get a lead and Lee Sin always has control of the map, sobrang mag-feel free dito yung laners ng ISC to just keep pushing the lane, look for the solo kills, look for the skirmishes, because that's exactly what their team composition feeds on. Unlike yung IPT, yes, they can win the skirmishes, but I feel like they're also much stronger.
Uy! Nahuli! Pero dito kabiglaan lang. And that was one lucky Q.
Very, very close there. Sobrang lucky nun. Did he have vision there? He didn't have vision, so he just found the Q. I'm not sure if a flash was burned from Graves, but I think he did burn the flash. Yes, he did.
Yeah, he did
cooldown.
burn
So
the flash.
that is going to be a flash down, and again, the mid being pushed here. Another turret taken actually.
Pero ito pumasok na. Naku po, ito alam nila na dalawa yung tao dito sa may taas na nasa side ng ISC. So lalaban sana dito yung IPT. But the problem is, the disengage factor na pwede gawin dito ng ISC is napakataas din. So they just went back, just straight back. Hindi na lang nila pinansin.
Oh, Spear actually getting ulted there. Stopwatch used by AIM. He's going to be backing up. Will he survive? There's the Lucian to support them. And I think that's going to be disengaged from ISC. If the Akali will let them get away, he actually gets the kill there.
And Akali just being the super pesky hero that we know from Season 1. Well, there was a rework, pero...
Yeah, even more so with the rework.
Alam mo yung parang mas naging pesky lang talaga siya. Up until now, pakiramdam ko, nakakairita pa rin yung kalaban.
Sobra. But let's see, Baron is about to spawn soon.
Yes, it is close to the timers. It is close to the time right now. And I think both teams dito are aware of that. At the same time, they want to set up camp there already. Ganito pala kaga. Kumbaga, you need to assert dominance rather.
Yes, it's all about asserting dominance.
Put wards and both. Wow, Sayonara just stealing that.
Yo,
casually stealing some stuff here from Spear, and he knows that Spear needs the gold the most.
Yeah, I actually think that was super greedy, no? Kasi that's just one wolf. You burned your ult and everything for that. And actually, what makes it harder is that for ISC's team composition, Lee Sin, I think, is pretty much the main form of engage na meron din ng ISC. So kapag walang SS na si Lee Sin, medyo mas mahirapan yung ISC na maghanap ng kills. Especially nung nakita natin sa mid, no? When Sayonara was able to kick Sivir in, that's really what he needs to be doing in this game. But ult will be down, and that could be an opening for IPT since they know Sayonara doesn't have an ult.
Ganun talaga eh. I mean, hindi mo siya respetuhin kung alam mong kapag mamaya-maya yung farm niya, sobrang lumala. At saka papasabugin niyo na lang kayo. Hindi mo talaga siya respetuhin. Talagang you'll try to use that time, that opening time na binibigay sa'yo ng IPT at kahit paano convert it into objectives or kills. But still, we'll have a flash here from Spear will be used. Sayonara just trying to get into this fight. Pero nagkakaroon na ng onti na bakbakan dito. It's going to be the Lucian. And Akali,
oh my God.
1v1, he gets popped. IPT dito just falling left and right. And this is a 1v1 situation. Urgot, Kanji, and Light, the two mid laners dito. Sino ba mananaig and Light, mga kaibigan? Pumapasok lang siya dito. One more hit, and that is a team wide going to the side of IPT.
That could have been a pentakill for the Urgot if Akali was not the one who was left alive. Pero 1v1, of course, the Akali was gonna win. I also think Urgot didn't have an ult anymore at that point, so he couldn't have won that match. Lalo na may shroud pa tong si Akali na, so it was really an easy kill there for the Akali. It was still a I think that was a 4-4-5 exchange in favor of IPT, no? So really you can start to see how big a problem the Akali can be, especially when she's not the one you prioritize first. You can kill every other member, but if you leave Akali open, siya talaga yung lilinis ng teamfight na yun.
And what can I say? Habang na-install tong game na to at hindi nakukuha ng ISC yung mga panalo nila in the clashes, in the skirmishes, I think IPT is just pulling away. I mean, they do have the creeps, and time and time again, we said that they have the better late game, and right now, Spear, nagkakitaan sila dito ni Sayonara.
Yep, they both
sa
know.
my Dragon Camp, and they saw each other, but look at that. Spear! Oh, okay.
Actually, that's going to be Lee Sin getting the Dragon there. Will there be a team fight, though? That's going to be the IPT and Morgana's actually on the wrong side of the map. So is the Lee Sin.
Pero nagkakitaan mga kaibigan sa'yo si Akali dito. And Akali will take him down. Morgana, habulin pa ba nila? Hindi na siguro nila habulin yan because they got the Lee Sin.
Meanwhile though, Irelia is just split pushing here in the top lane. Yun talaga kasi yung pwedeng gawin ng ISC. If they know that they can't win the team fights, all they have to do is go for the 1-3-1 split push. Hiwa-hiwalayin nyo yung IPT. Separate them by pushing in different lanes, forcing them to respond to your play. But right now, IPT also have some vision on those objectives. We'll see who starts any of these fights. Lucian? Okay, no, not gonna look for a kill.
No. Let us see if we will have another initiation.
Yeah.
Anytime soon. And
ISC actually also have vision on the Baron. They actually have the Scuttle Crab there, so they'll know if anything's gonna be happening.
I think both teams are planning to put a lot of forwards over there. We're not gonna say kung nasan man yan at kung paano siya nilagay at kung bakit siya nilagay. But still, it is what it is. I mean, alam naman siguro natin lahat dito and especially kung hindi nyo alam, may sa mga bagong viewers natin, if you don't put wards over there, makukuha yan ng kalaban mo and you wouldn't really want the enemy team to get the buffs for you and your minions.
Yeah, very true. Oh, is there gonna be a team fight? 4 members just backing out there. Both sides of them, actually both teams are really just trying to secure vision around this Baron. Especially for ISC, because vision is really key for them to find those picks. If they can take out IPT 1 by 1, that's really their window here.
Uy, pero both teams have a clue kung nasan sila ngayon dito. And it just Spear and Sayonara. Sinabi na natin dito, kanina pa talaga sila nag-aaway. Kumbaga, si Sayonara, kukuhaan siya ng camp.
Yeah.
Etong si Sayonara, magpapakita lang kung saan-saan lang, magugulan talaga. Magnanakaw lang ng isang neutral, then he will just get out.
Yeah.
Ngayon naman, sabi ni Spear, oras ko na. Nakita kita, nandiyan ka banda. Sige, baril ka sa akin. Nung pinaril niya, katas ng buhay.
Sakit talaga.
Sa buhay. Well, si Spear dito, may mga gamit na talaga siya. Hindi mo din siya masisisi ngayon kung bakit siya masakit talaga.
2 full items there and aimed. Gonna be backing out there. Akala ko mahuli siya doon. We saw Irelia again, no? Marsh on the bot side, really trying to keep Sion at this bot lane by split pushing. Let's see if he can actually secure a solo kill. Meanwhile, Sayonara just teasing the other side here if they will fall for a Baron bait. But actually, Kanji looking for a kill.
Ikaros, he is the next target here. It's Irelia.
Oh, no.
Nahuli lang siya dito. But he might just go for a kill, a revenge kill. Will he get it? At,
oh wow, he actually survives.
Tamang habol. No, that was the spirit na iniwan niya.
No, I mean the Irelia. Sobrang baba ng HP.
Kala ko yung sayo yung
Pero the Irelia is actually surviving there.
Nakait niya ata na maganda
Just the revive almost getting the Irelia there. More people contesting this Baron. Still don't know who this is gonna go to, but it could be anyone's objective right now.
It could be anyone's.
The thing is, there is no Sion. So that's one less tank in the team fight for IPT. If they decide to go for this objective, medyo mahirapan sila sa team fight kasi naglalak sila ng isang member. It's gonna be 4v5. But they know better than that, so they're gonna be cautious and not go for this one just yet.
Alam mo, si Sayonara, medyo naglaylaw siya. Hindi ko na siya nakikitang umiikot-ikot pa masyado. I mean, the Dragon Kick is a good way or as a good skill to use for ganking.
Hindi pa natin nakikita yung foot-to-mouth disease.
Hindi pa natin nakikita sa hindi pa natin nakikita yung foot-to-mouth disease. And at the same time, yung foot ayaw lumabas. Yung mouth lang.
Nahihirapan siya, kasi there's little vision on the side of ISC. We're seeing IPT really contesting the vision around the Baron. If ISC was the one dominating yung wards dito sa may Baron side, then it would be much easier for the Lee Sin to look for those picks. Pero IPT, of course, will contest that. And we're seeing Irelia still absent from the map of IPT. They have no idea where she is. Kaya sila natatakot na mag-commit kasi they know if they commit to an objective and suddenly Irelia split pushing at bot lane, that could really mean a huge objective loss for IPT.
Hindi lang snare yung binabayaran sa kanya, pati yung wave clear niya. Pero Spear dito, going in for Marsh, and Marsh falling very low. He is the Irelia, so it's not really a problem to tank stuff, but he has enough damage, and Marsh will get that kill on Spear.
Yeah, but the whole time that was happening, this is going to be a Baron TP from both top laners who's going to be securing this one. The Lucian trying to survive. Akali on the backline. She's going to be using the Zhonya's. Will she survive? No one hitting the Baron. That's going to be a shutdown onto Akali. Meanwhile, the rest of ISC, they collapse onto IPT. There's going to be no one left, and IPT are going to win this team fight.
And wow, an ace for ISC.
Or ISC, sorry.
ISC, goodness. They're just making the plays, making it count, and Sayonara falling down at that clash. But ito yung pinaka-importante dun eh. They got the ace. And as we all know, sinabi natin kanina na late game ang puhunan ng IPT dito. Pero it's almost late game, but still they are the kings of this map. And they are probably taking the Baron right now because that was the cause of the fight. Eh.
Yeah, and it's important to remember no, that all started when Spear died to the 2v1 against the Irelia. They underestimated Marsh's potential no, on the Irelia to win that 2v1, and that makes it an automatic 4v5 nung sinimulan yung Baron. And so obviously, disadvantage na yun sa IPT. Without the Graves, you don't have the Smite to secure the Baron. And then in the end, it was just so much damage no, coming from the ISC. I think Light also had misplayed there kasi siya yung unang namatay, I think, during that team fight. Ideally, you should be the one
surviving.
Surviving, threatening the back line. And I think he tried, but he didn't have a shroud when he activated the Zhonya. So he went down easily, shut down for Sayonara, and that's going to be an easy Baron there for ISC.
And wow, and nakascatter lang ngayon yung some of the champions coming out here from IPT. Nakascatter lang sila ngayon. Sayonara will get that rake. And right now, I think it's time for ISC to push to the tier 3 turret. Oh, but right now we're having a fight. Marsh is the first one to go down. The primary damage dealer for them. The snare is there. Rooted dito. Nahuli si Kuya Brom natin, pero sinalo niya na lahat at andito si Kanji. Nasa gitna ng lahat. And look at Lucian here with the culling. He will just use it. Sayonara trying to make the plays. And Light here, hindi siya tatama ng first listen. And andito na sila Spear. They might try to turn this around. They're chasing them down right now. Kamunti ka na si Marky dito, and Marky will use the flash. He will actually get Urgot. At andito pa, nakikipaglaro pa dito yung ISC. Nakikipaglaro pa sila ng apoy.
Do not overstay. ISC had stayed there for such a long time. Wala na rin SSC yung Lee Sin doon, and I don't know why they were actually staying there. There was no objective to take anymore at that point. After getting the kill, after Kanji got the kill, they could have easily backed out, push your lanes again, and then find an opening elsewhere. But they give up the momentum there in that mid lane with the kill. Sayang.
They gave up 3 Baron buffs in that fight. Well, 2 rather. They got the Lee Sin and they got the Urgot. So, I mean, is that worth it? Like, nasa na yung Baron buff and you still didn't win the clash.
Yeah, that's the problem. No? And I recall as we look back to some of the discussions with the top 4 teams that are here now, a lot of them are saying, because to remind everyone, ISC, they're a new name here in the PPGL. I believe this is their first time to make it into the playoffs. And one of the things that are difficult for rookie teams is knowing how to end the game. Because a lot of the teams agree, no, sobrang bumilis gumalaw na ISC, especially when Sayonara is on a champion like Lee Sin. He can really enable the map, he can rotate quickly. But the problem that some of the teams find with ISC is that, yes, mabilis ang gumalaw, maybe they can generate leads for themselves during the early to mid game, but they have difficulty closing the games. And that's actually something we saw when ISC faced TNC during eliminations. They almost won, I think, that game 1, pero they were not able to finish it. And that was one of the problems for ISC.
Kasi ang dating sa akin ng ISC IPT lineup, yung ISC masyado silang mabilis. Pero sa totoo lang, parang walang bigat yung suntok nila. At times parang suntok lang sila ng suntok na sometimes it hits, sometimes it misses. But for IPT dito, I think yung patience nila dito, they're trying to be the counter punchers. And on the bottom lane, there's going to be a lane shove here from that Lucian.
Yeah.
Pero ewan ko, hindi alam ata ng IPT yun nung una kasi hindi sila lumaban agad eh. Although visible sa mapa dun si Lucian.
ISC need to pick their fights, no? They need to play smartly. You can't just hindi porket nag-Q yung Lee Sin, lalaban na kayo agad.
But here comes the initiation. Urgot yung main target nila dito. And let us see, the Braum is there to protect him. And another knock-up here. Sion, pinatalon dito. And Spear will try to go for the burst. Pero walang gaanong damage. Sayonara just going in and out. Braum, Sion will go down. Meron pa ba silang tank dito? Let us see. Spear,
oh my God,
the next target. And Marsh with the plays. That is going to be a double kill. Sivir and the Graves, both champions are down, and this might be the GG push coming out from ISC.
Yeah, that was well played from ISC. Actually, nakita natin, hindi maka-free hit yung marksman dito ng IPT. They were being zoned out, I think, by Kanji and the Lee Sin because the Lee Sin was threatening the Q. And Light was out of that fight so early. We saw somewhere that his HP was already so low, and now he's the only one left alive. Can he defend this, or will ISC extend this to a full best of 3? That's gonna be the kill going over to Sayonara, ladies and gentlemen. ISC
forcing this series to a Game 3. 1-1 tayo dito, and this is going to be exciting.
Yes, so ISC get the revenge. The rookie team are finally able to take down these veterans in IPT, and this is going to be looking to be an exciting Game 3. Such a great job there from ISC to really change the pace, no? I think yun talaga yung theme ng Game 2 na to. Si Sayonara on that Lee Sin, he was really able to help enable his team.
Hindi naman si Kuya, grabe mag-posing, oh. May puso.
Siyempre, nanalo sila. IPT pa yung kalaban.
Na K-pop. But, eto hindi bago sa ISC na tumalo sila ng mga teams na may mga pangalan. I mean, natalo nila yung Asian Arena. Asian Arena may pangalan din naman yun. So, it's not really new for them. And at the same time, I do think that Sayonara, the beast was unleashed.
Yeah, and not only him, we also have to look at Marsh and Kanji in that game. I feel like they were also very big factors in that game on the Urgot and on the Irelia. We saw them get several double kills in that game, winning the 2v1s, and I'm really excited to see how the draft will go for the next game. Kasi kapag tinignan mo yung game na to, IPT is probably wondering, so what do we ban? Because we banned the junglers of Sayonara. We saw that didn't work. Do we continue to ban junglers on Sayonara, or do we start banning solo laners this time against Kanji and Urgot? Kanji and Marsh.
Pero alam mo, paring Amplifier, may masasabi ang ating panel tungkol dyan sa sinabi mo. So, paring Shinbu, ano ba masasabi mo sa foot-to-mouth disease?
At sa napakagandang shoutcast at sa pagbibigay pangalan sa inimagine nating combo of the Urgot to the Lee Sin. Actually, they did attempt on doing that one somewhere in the mid lane. Bottom line, ladies and gentlemen, it is ISC that will take this Game 2 para i-push itong series natin to a 1-1. Kami nyo ng panel. I am Shibu1 for an eye. Kasama si paring Magic, Rockhart, and Chisto mula sa Mineski TV. What happened in that game, paring Cheese?
Alam mo, I'm really happy that we're going the distance. We're going the full 3 games, and pinag-uusapan natin bago nag-start yung game, ano yung adjustments na gusto nating makita sa ISC. They need to start playing aggressive. They need to draft aggressively instead of picking more defensive champions. And nakita natin sa kanila yun. We saw the Lee Sin from Sayonara. We saw picks they could play aggressive on the Irelia, the Lucian for lane dominance. And I think tama yung naging adjustment nila. And once they had the tools, they executed on it properly. And that's ultimately why they came out on top.
Rockhart?
Yeah, I think that was a Sayonara show right there. Execution on the Lee Sin early game, look at this one. I mean, it was just unexpected, and as well as it was just so rewarding for ISC to play. They were doing on the Lee Sin over and over again. And this time around, kita nga, sabi nga Chisto, they drafted to what they wanted to do, what they wanted to happen on the game, and that really showed. Sobrang natural ng flow with the comfort heroes here for ISC.
It's a matter of outplays. The story of the game outplays. Yes, no pun intended, Sayonara show dahil nga nakatingin tayo kay Sayonara. Pero Hanji and March on the Urgot and Irelia dito, nakuha nila yung comfort zone nila. For example, nagkaroon ng time into the jungle side na pulado na si Hanji on the Urgot. Nakikipag one-on-one pa rin siya sa Akali na muntikan ng siyang manalo pa. And nagkakaroon ng mga ganks yung IPT dito na outplay lang din talaga sila mismo nung Vanguard's Edge, nung ultimate ng Urgot. So dahil doon sa mga situations na yon, nakakakuha ng snowball yung ISC. Main problem for ISC maybe, how to end the game. Kasi bandang mid-game, sobrang lamang, ang dami nang sinayang na Baron buff para sa laban na to. And yung mga ganong situation, yung kailangan dapat i-punish ng IPT to get back of this game.
Yeah, ganda nung doon ginawa ni Lise na. My mind's telling me no.
Bumalik pa,
diba? Mga ganong laro pa. Alam mo, mararamdaman mo pa rin talaga yung sakit ng isang bagong team mula dito sa ISC. Pero at least ito yung ISC na nakita natin ng qualifiers. Kung baga, wala na yung jitters. O kung meron man, konting-konti na lang. Kanina pa lang, heart ahega. Nagpapasalamat pa. CEO, nag-heart shape pa dito yung taga-ISC. Ito yung attitude nila na parang laban na lang. Not to mention, reflected on their draft as well. With the Lee Sin being released, you also have an Urgot. Nice choice mula dito kay Kanji and Irelia priority. I would expect a lot of adjustments mula sa second draft dito and even from the bans ng IPT. You got a lot of choices there. I really doubt gagalawin yung Lee Sin ni Sayonara. Although I think high impact pa rin yun. Pero bakit tumingin sila? Irelia o Urgot? There's a good chance baka dun sa Urgot mga kaibigan.
Yun na rin na pwede nilang tignan dito eh. Hindi na pwedeng mag-same ban, same picks ang IPT dito kasi nakuha na ng ISC yung comfort zone.